Yep. And today we're looking at something for you, the learner, who wants that knowledge efficiently. We're tackling Module 2 of RevUp Rapid Launch.
Right, specifically that GPS section, goals, planning, and systems.
Exactly. Think of it like the operating manual for building your business foundation. It covers a lot.
Yeah, I saw that. Goal setting, budgeting, productivity, time management, prospecting, accountability, it's packed.
It really is. Our mission here is to navigate this, pull out the practical, actionable stuff that you can actually use for success.
Okay, let's jump in. The foundation seems to be goal setting, and they really push the SMART system.
Absolutely. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. It's presented as, well, essential for making goals real.
So, specific. What does that look like in practice, according to the material?
Well, they give a great contrast. Instead of something vague like, I want to be successful.
Which means,
What? Exactly. Right. Compare that to, I will earn $100,000 by December 31st of this year. It's specific. You know exactly what the target is.
okay, clear target. Then
Yep.
measurable makes it trackable, right?
Precisely. How will you measure success? The module asks, how much, how many. So that $100K goal, that's measurable. You either hit it or you don't. It gives you that concrete feedback.
Can you honest? Okay, attainable.
Yeah.
This sounds like the reality check part.
It is kind of. They use the example of aiming for like $1 million in your first year. Ambitious, sure.
But maybe not attainable for everyone starting out.
Exactly. It's about looking at your situation, your time, your resources, your experience, and setting a challenging goal that's actually possible. Small wins build momentum, right? Setting yourself up for failure isn't motivating.
Makes sense. Avoid the discouragement. Which leads nicely into relevant.
Yeah, this is the why. Why does this specific goal matter to you? Does it fit with your long-term plans, your values?
So it's not just about the number, but it's meaning in your bigger picture.
Right. If a goal doesn't connect to your core why, maybe it's not the right goal, or you need to rethink why you're chasing it.
And finally, timely. Got to have a deadline.
Absolutely. Without a deadline, the module points out, things just slip. Urgency disappears. Putting a date on it forces prioritization and helps you manage your time.
So SMART goals are the framework. But I thought this point was really interesting. Achieving goals is the sum of all activities that have a specific focus.
Yes, it's not just the big goal itself. It's all the little focused actions you take every day, every week that add up. Consistency.
And to take those actions effectively, you need to know where you're starting from. That's the Sahara Desert analogy they
That's
use.
a good one, isn't it?
Dropped in the desert, map and compass.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you need to know?
Where am I right now?
Exactly. You can't plot a course until you know your starting point.
And in business terms, that means knowing your numbers, right? Your expenses, personal and business. Your current sales volume, average price, where your leads are coming from. All of that. It's about getting a really clear, honest picture of your current reality.
And they also mentioned a mindset shift here, from self-employed contractor to...
To business owner, thinking like a CEO, not just someone doing deals, it changes how you approach everything.
Okay, so we've got SMART goals. We know our starting point. Now, the money. How do we set financial goals?
It starts with understanding your needs. The module guides you through using expense worksheets to figure out what you actually need to earn annually. Your baseline income goal.
Get real about the costs. Then what?
Then you calculate how many transactions you need to hit that income goal. They give an example. $250K average price, maybe 2.5% commission per side. That's $6,250 per side.
Okay.
So if your income goal is, say, $100,000, you divide that by $6,250.
Which comes out to 15 transaction sides needed.
Exactly. It breaks that big income number down into something tangible, the number of deals you need to close.
That makes it feel much more achievable. And they also talk about valuing your time, calculating an hourly rate.
Yeah, this is powerful. You take your desired income, figure out your working weeks, days per event, hours per day, and calculate what an hour of your time should be worth to reach that goal.
The example was around $48 an hour for a $100K goal, I think.
Something like that. And knowing that number, that $48 an hour, it really makes you think twice about how you spend your time, doesn't it?
It really does. Am I doing $48 an hour work right now, or something that could be delegated for less?
Precisely. It shifts your perspective on tasks.
Okay, so goals are set, financials are clearer. How do we actually map out the journey? The business plan comes in here.
Yes, the business plan is your roadmap. It takes those big annual goals and breaks them down. Monthly, weekly, daily tasks.
The whole eat an elephant one bite at a time idea.
That's the one. And they mention the Realty One group resources and one university for this, which is helpful.
And it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Definitely not. The module emphasizes regular reviews quarterly, at least. Check your progress against the plan. Are you on track?
And if not,
You adjust. Make course corrections. Catching deviations early is way easier than trying to fix a massive problem later.
makes sense. Proactive, not reactive. Now, what about how we're currently using our time? Productivity analysis.
Yeah, this is about taking an honest look at your week. How efficient are you really? Are you organized or just busy?
They make a distinction between R and S activities.
Right. R for revenue producing things that directly make money, like signing a listing agreement. S for supportive, necessary things, but they don't directly generate income, like uploading documents.
And the challenge is to think about the cost of spending your high-value time on those S activities.
Exactly. If your hour is worth $48, does it make sense for you to spend an hour uploading docs if someone else could do it for, say, $20? It frees you up for more R activities.
So that's a good point. And they suggest using the where does the time go worksheet for this.
Yes, as a tool to track your actual time use. It can be an eye-opener, comparing where time really goes versus where you think it goes.
Okay, so we see where time is potentially being wasted. How do we fix it? Time blocking seems key.
It's presented as a core strategy. Basically, scheduling specific blocks in your calendar for specific types of tasks.
Like prospecting, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., that kind of thing.
Exactly. And the crucial part is prioritizing those revenue-producing activities first. Lead gen, follow-up. Those get prime spots. Then supportive tasks, learning, etc.
The goal is to make sure the important stuff gets done routinely. Reduce decision fatigue.
Precisely. You're not waking up wondering, what should I do today? You look at your blocks. Lead generation often gets highlighted as non-negotiable. No leads, no business, right?
True. But does it feel restrictive? Some people worry about losing freedom with schedules.
The module argues the opposite, actually. Structure creates freedom by reducing chaos and wasted time. You end up having more usable time.
And they give steps for setting it up. Listing activities, deciding time needed, blocking it out.
Yes, a clear process. List everything. Sort by frequency, estimate time, block it out from annual down to daily, and importantly, schedule maintenance for the blocks themselves. Keep it relevant.
And the idea is focused attention during each block. No multitasking.
Ideally, yes. Prospecting block means prospecting, not checking email or social media, deep work.
And it's not just work stuff, right? Personal time, too.
Absolutely. They strongly recommend blocking personal time, family time, exercise, even suggest scheduling time off before scheduling time on. It's about balance and sustainability.
I like that. Then there's the perfect week concept.
Yeah, that's like an ideal template, a target schedule to aim for, balancing all the different types of activities. You compare your actual week, where does the time go, to your perfect week to see the gaps.
And that rule, if you erase it, you must replace it.
Crucial. If a client meeting bumps your prospecting block, you don't just skip prospecting that day. You find another time slot for it. You replace the block, maintains momentum.
Discipline. Which brings us to accountability. Plan your work, work your plan. Easy to say.
Harder to do consistently, right? That's where accountability comes in. The module calls it a way to save ourselves from ourselves.
How does that work practically? Accountability partners.
That's one key way. But choosing the right partner is critical. Someone who will be honest, call you out on excuses, not just be a cheerleader, someone who keeps the goals front and center.
So not necessarily your best friend who will let you slide.
Probably not, no. You need someone focused on your business progress.
And the YMW tool. Year, month, week.
Yeah, that's a great tool for breaking big goals down. What do I need to do this week to stay on track for my monthly goal, which contributes to my yearly goal? Makes it manageable.
And tracking isn't just about tasks, but results too. Prospecting numbers.
Critically important. How many calls did you make? How many leads generated? Appointments set? Deals closed? You need that data to understand your conversion rates. What's working, what's not.
So you know if you need to make 50 calls to get one appointment, for example.
Exactly. And knowing those numbers makes your activities more predictable.
The module also touches on coaches and mentors for accountability.
Right. A good coach helps with goal setting, strategy, delegation, overcoming setbacks, and provides that structured accountability. Again, emphasis on finding one who is direct and honest.
And mentors.
Mentors offer experience, wisdom, maybe hands-on training, super valuable, but the module adds a caution. Make sure the mentor actually dedicates time and doesn't just delegate their unwanted tasks to you.
Good point. Okay, let's shift to the actual prospecting.
Mm-hmm.
Circles of opportunity. Thinking inside the circle first.
Yeah, the idea is master the fundamentals before chasing shiny objects. Is your database organized? Are you using social media effectively? Do you have a geographic farm strategy? Lead capture systems in place?
Get the basics right before adding complexity.
Exactly. Because without solid systems, more leads just create more chaos. You won't convert them efficiently.
And they stress personal connection. Phone calls, handwritten notes.
Big time. Especially the handwritten notes after a contact. They even give rules for making them effective, personal, specific, prompt.
And the database, the CRM, is non-negotiable.
Absolutely mandatory. It's the hub of your business. A well-managed CRM can generate a huge chunk of your business over time.
And finding prospecting methods you actually like. Joy-based prospecting.
Yeah, focus on maybe 3 to 5 methods you enjoy and are good at. If you hate cold calling, maybe don't make it your primary strategy. Find things you'll do consistently because you don't dread them. Leads to better results.
Makes sense. Now, to handle those interactions effectively, scripts and dialogues. Some people resist scripts.
They do, but the module argues even experienced agents use scripts, maybe unconsciously. They're crucial for handling objections smoothly, delivering consistent service.
And there's a formula. Memorize. Customize.
Internalize, capitalize.
Yeah.
Memorize the core structure, customize it to your voice. Internalize it so it sounds natural, not robotic. Then capitalize on its effectiveness.
And they mention FORD.
Yes. FORD, family, occupation, recreation, dreams. It's a framework for building rapport, asking genuine questions, listening actively, and then naturally transitioning to asking for referrals. It's about relationship building.
Practice is key, I assume.
Absolutely. Practice with partners, role play, and talk to your coach, mentor, broker about handling objections you weren't prepared for. Get comfortable with the unexpected.
Okay, so we have scripts. How do we structure the actual prospecting time? That 3-hour block.
That's the recommendation. Ideally daily, like 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And again, if you erase, you must replace. Protect that time fiercely. Create an interruption-free zone.
Mindset matters here too, right?
Hugely. Positive mindset, confidence, authenticity. People respond to that. Then they break down the 3 hours.
Hour 1, prep.
Yep. Mindset check, review scripts, organize your lists, get your CRM ready, maybe quick research on prospects, get ready to execute.
Hour 2, action.
Go time. Make the calls, knock the doors, host the open house, follow your scripts, take good notes, and try to enjoy it.
Hour 3, follow up.
Crucial. Enter all notes into the CRM immediately. Send those handwritten notes. Follow up on any hot leads generated during hour 2. Close the loop.
And crack everything.
Constantly track your numbers. Know how many contacts it takes to get a lead, an appointment, a closing. That helps you understand the value of each call or door knock, which is motivating.
Building on that, lead follow-up generally.
Great.